Hi guys, Glader here. So today I have an update about the FreecraftCore DBCTools, which are a set of applications that form a toolchain and a library for DBC editing and development. Now this is the first public release, 0.0.3, and what you'll be able to do with this is generate a database from DBC files. Not all DBC types are implemented, but stuff like spell and item are, and a few others. You'll be able to generate the DBC files back from that database. You can make changes to it. You can develop UI or GUI tools to allow you to easily change these tables, which is the intention. But you can also just use SQL, and you'll be able to generate those back to DBC files with those changes. And you'll also be able to generate MBQs from those DBCs so you can patch the client. Eventually I will support diffs for versioning between DBCs. That way you'll be able to track these changes in Git, you'll be able to revert and stuff like that. And this first release is Windows 64-bit only. It's a self-contained .NET Core app, so it should run whether you have .NET Framework or .NET Core installed. It doesn't matter. You shouldn't have to have either of those installed. That's why it's a little chunky. So I've already got it downloaded. I'm sure you probably want to see what it does. This is essentially a tutorial video to show you guys how to use it. First, you're going to need some DBCs. I don't pull the DBCs out of the client. I'm not sure if that is legal to do, but someone else or something else can pull those DBCs out. So just copy them all. And I said earlier you won't be able to extract them all and generate tables because they aren't all implemented. But it'll be very easy to implement them all now that I have this base set up. Now I recommend for your first time running so that you can troubleshoot anything, don't do spell.dbc. It is the largest one. It can take minutes to upload. I'm going to work on the performance in the future. So now that we've got the DBC files, let's take a look at the configuration. You need to set a connection string. And you can change these as well, but these defaults are all set up and these directories already exist for you. But you can change those if you want. But you need a connection string. You need MySQL installed. I can support other SQL things like SQL Server, Postgres, stuff like that. That could be supported in the future. But right now it only supports MySQL. So let's go ahead and run this. This just calls FreecraftCore.dbc.create database, which all that stuff's in this lib folder. And so we run that. Put that on the side right there. I should also say there's going to be a link in the description to the GitHub release tab. You can see it's doing a lot of stuff here. And we can actually take a look now because it's just finished. And you see we have a new database here. And we got a few tables. So if you check this, we've got item.dbc in here. We've got, don't mind that, that's just something I added. We don't have spell because we didn't upload it. Let me show you that strings also work. Yeah, we got string support and localization support. For whatever reason that's in the client, I don't know. But we do support strings, which some don't, I guess. Also, we support any data type that MySQL supports. So floats, stuff like that will be in the correct format, not just the binary representation or whatever. So we have all these tables. That's what create database does. You should only run this once. If you need to run it again, you should drop the database. Now, I know that sounds scary, but the tool is supposed to intend that you're versioning stuff. If you run it again, you're going to get errors that say there's duplicate entries. So now that we have this, let me show you that there's nothing in this output. There's smoke and mirrors. And let's run create DBC. That's going to do the inverse, and that's going to pull down the tables and the data in the tables and generate DBC files. So you can see it's done that. And you can see all those DBC files are now here. And the last part for deploying to the client, an MPQ patch, just run this, and now we have an MPQ patch in here, and you can use LaTeX tool to inspect it if you really want to. There we go. Okay, and you can see, yeah, we've actually got the files in here. So that's the idea. This is the minimal viable version of this, which is why I'm releasing it now. You can do some things, and it doesn't provide any UI or tools to modify the tables, but the intention is that you can use this library to build those tools. And you can easily add support for more DBC types. So the DBC types that this supports expands, UI and tooling can be reused, can be extended, and you have a way to automate, going from DBC to table to DBC to MPQ, and eventually diffs. Diffs are incredibly important. If you're going to be in a large team with many people working on something, I mean, what are you going to do? Zip this stuff up and send it to each other? What is this, the 90s? No, you don't do that. Versioning. And that's going to come a little bit later, but it already kind of works. And so you'll be able to version and Git, and if everything goes to crap, you just drop the database and regenerate it from what's in the repository. So yeah, those are the tools. I think this is a good process and a good basis for building on top of. But even if you just want to modify things better than what you currently can do with existing tools, you can just do some SQL. Or whatever you can do in SQL, you can do here. So thanks for watching, guys. I know it was a little long. Go ahead and check out this release version if you want. Post issues with feedback or errors or problems, and tell me which DBC types are most critical for your development so I can implement them first. I don't create custom content. I plan to, but haven't yet, and so I don't know which DBC types are most useful. So you let me know, I'll implement them. And to add support for additional DBC types, I only need to, post the assembly that defines the structures. So you don't even have to download this 31 megabyte thing again. You just download a couple kilobyte assembly that has the extra definitions. So yeah, that's what this tool does. I've been working on it for about 4 days. I hope you guys liked it, and I hope it helps you guys out in the future. Might not be the most useful thing right now, but I think it's a pretty good start. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope to bring you more development about this and other projects in emulation, and especially more Freecraft stuff in the future. Thanks for watching.